Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I've got a little parcel and I've had to open it because it was a little bit squished. Not by the company that sent it, but by our own UK postage. Now this is from New Crafty and I spotted these items that are a little bit new. They're relatively new. They're getting a lot more advertising. Now if you like a cross stitch, I'm going to show you this. Look at this. This is bead embroidery. And look at that. That is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. Look at that. So this one is a peacock and it's 30 by 56 centimetres. Now on New Crafty's website, if you buy 5 items, you get a 6th one for free. So if you pick 6 items, you'll get one of them for free. They also do worldwide shipping. So New Crafty does crochet items, knitting items, embroidery, it does stamping, it does diamond art, lots and lots of diamond art, lots of embroidery. Now this new bead embroidery. So you get what you need in this pack. Now New Crafty also do silicone molds. They do lots of things. I've got a lot of stuff from New Crafty. They do, like I said, worldwide shipping. If you're in the USA, if it's over $59, you get worldwide free shipping. In the UK, that is about £45, I think. They do free returns, so if you've got something you don't like, then you can return it. They do free returns. And all your payments that they make are very secure online. Now, I'm going to take this out. Let's have a look. Now, you get this graph. Now, it's got it all the instructions are here. So it tells you to start with the bottom row and look at this diagram. Use single thread embroidery. The embroidery thread runs out, bury the thread on the back of the cloth and bury it. Now this is the picture. You've got half of it on this side and the other half is on this side. It's a bit like diamond painting, but you're going to be doing stitches and you'll start in the corner and work your way up. Now it's got a graph as well. It tells you what ones to use on the graph. Now it says page 1 and page 2. Now I'm going to take all of this kit out. Now they told me you get everything you need in here. So you've got your threads. Nothing lurking around in there. You get all your beads. Look at this. Now, you thought you were going to be using embroidery thread, didn't you? No, you're going to be using this. You're going to be using this. This is Gold 3 Fishes brand. This is for fishing. Well, I think that's what it is. Now, this is really strong thread. Now, you're going to be using this and you will be sewing it. It's a little end of there. You're going to be sewing it into your material here. Now it says this is all the edges are stitched, so it shouldn't fray. Again, you've got all your little graph up the side. It tells you what ones to use. There's needles stuck in here as well. It actually tells you the way it's going to be stitched. Now, I need to have some words with my oldest sister because she's done embroidery. And each, like diamond painting, each of these little boxes and these little symbols represents a bead. And all these boxes, so it's telling you what way to go and you'll put your beads on. Now, there's no other threads, so it's definitely all made up with beads. I'll put this picture on that's on the website. Now, those are the pictures that are on the website. So each of these marks represents this graph. So if you're looking at all the little red hearts, that's number, you find it there, that's number 22. So you'll go into this, and all these bags, as you can see, are all numbered. So you'll find the bag that represents number 22, and that's the beads that you'll just stitch in and through, and it's going to make up this beautiful picture. Now, I'm going to, I've got Molly sitting down at the side of me. I'm going to enlist the help of my sister Roberta for this, and we will find number 22. She's done embroidery most of her life, but I don't think she's tried this type of embroidery. So this is a little mix between embroidery and diamond painting. I'm looking for bag 22, but there's bag 20. Oh, look at those. They are beautiful. Look at those beads. Now, the one thing I have noticed, there's the odd stray bead in there that's not quite the same colour. But you can always just take those out. Look at these. There's an odd, look at that. There's an odd green one in there. I wonder how that got in there. A little green one. Now there's all these beautiful beads. There's number 22. So this, in the diagram, this red heart is number 22, and that's that bag. So every time you see that little heart, you'll put your thread on as you're going, working from the bottom with your thread. You'll put the bead on in the spaces that represents this, like diamond painting. So unlike diamond painting, you're not getting stuck to this. It's not sticky. I will admit maybe diamond painting's quicker, but then I don't really know, because if you've got your needle and you've got your thread, you could have a few of those. There's 3 needles, so you could have the 3 of them threaded up in various places. Just stick it in there. So when you start your thread off, then it's going to be easy just to pop a bead on and then do your stitch. So you're going to follow that little diagram, how you do it. So I take it you're going to stitch in the back to hold your thread. Then you're going to come up through the corner. Through your corner, you're just going to pick a space. You'll come up. You'll go from that little dot over to this dot in this corner. So you'll come up there, go down there through the back, and you'll come up there. You'll put your bead on, you'll go over there, that will hold your bead in, and then you'll come through the back, and then up through there, put a bead on, and then cross over to there. And that way it's going to keep all your threads running the same way. I pushed it through, just held it up to the light, and found where the first box is, and it's here. Now what I've done is I've put my thread through. Now it's a little bit fiddly because I'm trying to show you how to do this. Now I do have an embroidery frame, or it's one of those stands for holding the frames. I think I've got embroidery frames as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this in a knot. So I'm going to just slip my needle around there. So I'm going to tie this in a knot. Now I suppose you could put a little piece, put it away over here and put a little piece of very sticky tape on. So I'm going to tie that in a knot to hold it. It's a little bit like fishing gut, this. Suppose you could use fishing gut if you don't want to use this white thread. Now where is my needle? My needle is here. Now the diagram here, I'm going to start in the corner on this. So you've got to come up from the corner, and we're going from left to right. Now I've got some beads. This is the number 11 beads. Look at these are beautiful. So I've got some beads on there just now. And I think if you do diamond artwork, one of those trays would be excellent. So I'm going to go through the corner where it tells you to go through the first hole in the corner. So I've gone through that first hole. Whoops. Pull my thread. Pull it down a little bit. I'm not going to double it though. You have not to double it. So we need to put a bead on. Catch a bead. We're going to put a bead on. I suppose once you've done this a few times it'll get quicker. Pull my bead down. And then it tells you to go across from the bottom left to the top right and through the hole. Through that hole. Oops. And that keeps all your beads running in the right direction or the same direction. Pull your thread through. Now you could use smaller pieces of thread to begin with. And then that's your bead on. Now you have to go up the next space. Oops, on up. You people that do embroidery will be having a good laugh. This is the first time I've did bead embroidery. There we go. So we're going up the next corner. So we've gone, I'll pull that through. I'm going to tighten it up. So there we are. So we came up one corner and went down through there, and then I've came up through that one. The one that's there, I've came up through there. Now we're going to put a bead on, and then we're going to go across to this next one. So we're going to put the next bead on. I've got two there. Put the next bead on and pull it through. You can start with smaller projects. And then we came up that corner there. So we're going to go down in that corner there. Now there's all these little holes that you can get down in. And if you've done embroidery before, you're going to find this much easier than me. And there you go, that's your second bead on. So because you've went down, I'm going to use my nails to hold it. Because I went down that one, I'm going to come up at the bottom of this cross. I'm going to come up at the bottom of there. Just feel my way around there. Then you could put a bead on now. Oh, that one ran off. There's the hole in the bead. There it is. It's quite a big hole. Yeah, put your bead on. I'm going to pull my thread through. Muttley. Be quiet, Muttley. Now, Muttley's just being a little bit vocal. There's workmen in one of the houses across the road from mine. And there we go. And that's what you'll do. You would get used to this. I don't have this in a frame, but I suppose if you've got it on a little frame, and that's what it means by keeping the beads all going in the one direction. So the thread's going through. So I've went down there. I'm going to come up at the bottom of the next one. Move it around to see it. There we go. So I've come through that one. Catch your bead. I think it would be easier to pull your thread through first. You can hold on to your beads and then actually just catch the bead with your needle. There we go. See, we've learned something already. And push that one down. Made my thread too long. So we've pushed that one down. We're going through that top hole, going from bottom left to top right on that little square, and pull through. And there we go, that's our next bead. So I'm just going to put my needle in there to hold it. Now this will work a lot better if you have an embroidery loop, an embroidery circle, like those little wooden loops, and or a frame, I think an embroidery frame. It's going to hold it and you won't need to hold it, and you're just going to go up and down from underneath. It's going to work a lot better. Now there's lots of different pictures of this. Now what I did was I ordered some boxes as well to go with this, to put the beads in rather than them being in those little plastic bags. Now I thought these would be bigger. It's very frustrating when you see things online. Now I thought these little boxes would be a little bit bigger. I thought they would be about the size of a Tic Tac box. So there's 28 in these little containers. Now there's 28 in each set. So I take it when the bag's with quite a bit, you could write number 11. So you could put number 11 on quite a few of the little boxes. I'll open one up. Now I did expect these to be bigger. You can get bigger ones. And you can keep your spare beads or all your beads in these. So they're in this box. And then they're in these little containers. So if you put number 1, a few of them for number 1, a few for number 2. And these are really, really cheap. They were only a few pounds per box. And it was cheaper to buy 3 sets of these ones than it was to buy one big tray. That will hold quite a little bit. So you could have that all for number 11 and put them in there. Or you just put it down to experience and buy another set. It was £2.75 per box of these. And you get these everywhere. And in the website, on the New Crafty website, there are bigger boxes as well. So there's 28 in each one. So a lot of the packets are quite small. So you'll get that amount into one little tub. And then the ones with the more beads, you can use a couple of strips in some of them. You could do from, say, number 1 to number 10, then number 10 to number 15, and the other one from 15 to 20. And you can use up all those little boxes to get the beads in. And then you can rub the numbers off when you've used them up as well. So that's what I got from New Crafty. So have a look on New Crafty. If you fancy trying this, they do the embroidery frames, embroidery hoops as well. So have a look at that. And remember, they've always got money off coupons. The more you spend, then you'll get coupons that will take the price down for you. And it's coming up to Christmas. And it's coming near to holiday time as well. So if you're looking for a gift for someone, you buy 6 of these, you'll only pay for 5. And if you sign up to their emails, they'll send you a code where you can get 8% off straight away as well. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you click on the bell icon, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.